There is something that is really, really confusing to a lot of men in the mating game, as I call it. That thing is, at the early stages of a relationship, getting access to a woman physically is super easy. He doesn't have to bring his A game, so to speak. He doesn't have to jump through a lot of hoops. He doesn't have to, and this is important, he doesn't really have to connect emotionally. He doesn't have to take on a lot of what we call emotional labor. He, by virtue of just being himself, gets the reward of physical intimacy from this woman that he falls in love with. And then later down the line, these women will say, "You're not doing enough. You're not checking all these emotional boxes in me." And in the man's defense, he says, "I didn't used to have to do that. Why suddenly do I need to do that? She must have no interest in me. She must be cheating." A lot of very anxious takes on this very human phenomenon. What is happening, and again, this isn't necessarily a gendered thing, is guys, we are fooled by the ease of physical and emotional connection that comes with what we call the honeymoon stage. It comes easy for everybody at that stage. What you are seeing later in life, after the honeymoon stage subsides, after those feel-good chemicals, stop spinning in your brain so much, what you're seeing is the real them. That's them through the majority of their life, when they're not head over heels in love with somebody. That's them. So when you see somebody who really doesn't like to connect emotionally, when you see somebody who is not really that sexual, when you see somebody who makes you jump through a lot of hoops to get what you used to get so simply, you're seeing the real them. And it takes work to dip into that old them, the them that was so open emotionally and physically. It takes work. And if you don't want to do that work, that's perfectly fine. But don't demonize the idea that it takes work, because that, again, is human nature. Long-term monogamy, for most people, does not equal over-the-top sexy behavior.